Welcome back to the Gridiron Goons. I'm your host, Brandon. I'm with the preacher.
What up?
I'm with Sean O'Mac.
Hello.
Harper in the background.
Hey.
Anyway, if you listen to Thursday's episode, went a little long because we were talking about some real shit and made a Deshaun Watson joke about a massage therapist.
Made a live trade on air.
Made a live trade. Shit was crazy. Go check that out. Anyway,
Possibly
Preach.
trying to work another live trade.
in the garbage bowl, we've been talking about it. Harper's not that bad.
Oh, her tooth.
Anyway, we get a little, unprofessional on Saturdays. This is what we do. It don't matter,
Saturday, man.
We run this shit.
That's right.
You chose to be here, and we love you for that.
Yeah, appreciate you out there.
Preacher, get us rolling.
Panthers. Carolina Panthers. New England Patriots.
Dog shit.
Well, Sean went with Panthers. You and I went with the Pats.
I did.
I don't know why you went with the Panthers.
Change it up, man.
Meth, how crazy is it to go with the damn Panthers?
Pretty crazy.
I agree, fully.
Let's see. And you know what? Maybe this is what we need.
No Deontay Johnson? Because he's gone now? Oh, my God.
And you still pick the Panthers?
We just need a change.
What?
I get we can't sweep everything. I get it.
Listen, man, I understand this, but Evo, this is a best opportunity for you and I to catch up to Sean. And speaking of catching up to
Not
Sean,
you and I. You picked a dog shit team on Thursday.
Well-
Just me, baby.
well,
Speaking of,
we did go the same 11-5 last week
Dude,
across
crazy.
the board.
Weird.
So that brings Sean's total still in the lead to 77-46. You're 73-50, and I'm 71-52. So hopefully,
I like it close like that.
hopefully we can catch up there.
It'd be nice.
But in this first game, Panthers. I don't know why you picked the Panthers, but I appreciate.
It's got to be because Chuba Hubbard is top 5 in rushing yards. Somehow.
Maybe. I mean,
And no word on Jonathan Brooks. His practice window is open, but I don't believe. I got it pulled up right here.
I haven't heard of anything.
And it just says ruled out for week 8, and we've had no updates since he's not been activated.
Maybe
we don't know
it's
what's
worse,
going on.
Yeah.
Maybe like Sean says, it's worse than what we want to hear. But I think that's enough on a terrible team in the Panthers. Let's keep her moving. Broncos, Ravens. It's a Ravens sweep across the board.
Can I just say one thing?
What?
It wouldn't shock me if the Broncos beat the Ravens.
You know what? I was just thinking that because
Are you going to change live on air?
I'm not
No,
because
I'm not. But
I know it's they got the run game and he's got
Right.
but I watched him last week. That Broncos defense is stingy.
yeah,
It is really not bad.
dude, PS2 just locks up anybody. I'm honestly thinking about benching Zay Flowers this week,
You might.
and he's a lineup lock for me. I've started him every single week with confidence, but this week I'm not gonna lie, man. Unless he gets a touchdown, I think it's gonna be pretty low.
I mean, it'll be interesting with their new addition there.
Yeah, with
That... Yeah.
Deontay Johnson.
Yeah, I mean,
big
is
deal.
that something week 1 we'll see? We could, but maybe this might propose an opportunity for him to hit week 1.
Yeah,
because it may open up something in the passing game because he's not really been there for you to cover film on.
And if you are PS2 or just the Broncos defensive coordinator, do you have him watch over Zay Flowers or Deontay Johnson? I would say that Zay Flowers is a little better, in my opinion, but it's not worlds better. I would say, like, if you were given scale 1 to 10, I would put Zay Flowers at like an 8, but I would put Deontay Johnson at like a 6.5.
I think you have to gauge this of how do you want the rest of your team to look. Do you want to allow, say, Flowers to be covered by the rest of your team, and you think that you're confident enough that you can maybe zone scheme a little bit better or bracket or whatever that may be with that high safety to allow that support, and then let your best guy cover the new incoming player? and maybe shut anything down on that realm? Or do you plan to still shut down Zay Flowers, the number one, and figure it out from there?
Well, they're going to have to shut down Andrews, too.
Right. So, I mean, this is a huge matchup this week.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, this may be one of the best schematics games.
Yes.
It may not be the best, fantasy or the best flashy game, but I think...
As a football fan, you're going to like this
But
game.
I think, sitting down watching this, sometimes I wish this would be like the Amazon Prime All-22 camera angle.
Yeah.
Where you can just watch everything unfold in front of your eyes.
It's like if you want to teach someone what football is, that's the game to do it.
So we swept with the Ravens on this one. I think we also swept this next game, Raiders-Bengals. T. Higgins, day-to-day, as we record this on Tuesday. As you all know, Tuesday recording. It should be a Bengals win there. I'm not concerned. The next game after that, and I want to spend a little bit of time here, Chargers-Browns.
I would love to spend some time here.
You two went with the Chargers.
Dude.
I went with the Browns.
So let's let you go first. Why the Browns? I can understand why, but I'd like to hear.
You know
from
what?
your...
Jameis Winston has always been a fantasy quarterback because he throws.
He slings that
thing. Now, sometimes slinging that thing and makes picks.
The original
right?
50-50 season.
Yeah.
But I look at this as an opportunity for the Browns to play a game that really matters for the team. This is a Jameis Winston game to come out and say, you know what? This is my team. This is not Deshaun Watson's team.
Yeah.
This is my
This is
team.
what we should have been all season.
Right.
Let me show you what we can do.
And I think
I agree.
Not only just for the fans of Cleveland, but the front office staff of Cleveland. It's like, hey, look, if you would have put me week one, this is what our team could have been.
Our record would have been better than
and
this,
I
for
think
sure.
The game with the Chargers, this game lends itself to him being able to just slang it.
Cleveland would have definitely been in a lot better position if the front office didn't let their pride get the best of themselves.
100%.
And unfortunately, I think sometimes they were tied with their hands, they were handcuffed to Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. And they are for next year, too.
And how do you justify benching a guy that you got to pay $238 million?
I'd bench him.
I understand their idea, right, in the front office. How do you tell your investors that you're benching the guy you're paying $230 million?
Let me say this. I got 2 words on why I'm picking the Chargers. Well, hold on, Harper. Don't get too excited. Lad McConkey. Dude, 29 points of fantasy sitting on my bench because I decided to play DJ Moore last second. When I say last second, I edited my lineup at 12:56. Last second. I was like, ooh, that Washington defense sucks. I gotta start DJ Moore. 5 points. For one, fuck Caleb Williams. We'll get on that later, but Lad McConkey, he put that team on his back. Dude walked away with 2 touchdowns. His run after the catch is phenomenal. I called it from the very beginning. Love that kid.
He looked really good.
He is an absolute gangster out there. That's all I got to say. Okay. I love it. What about you, Shane O'Mac?
I look for this to be... Herbert really found his stride last week.
He did.
He looked really comfortable. He looked really good. And I believe that's going to continue. He's getting healthier.
I do too.
I think we're going to see Herbert of old. Fantasy relevant.
You're
Herbert.
talking like year 1, year 2,
yes.
Herbo? I agree. He put up 29 as well, I think.
You think this is a Herbert of old? I think while we could see the Herbert of old,
Come on back.
I like the Browns. I think the Browns team is just primed for a game. To be honest with you,
I get it.
I mean, you get Go get it, Harper.
Anyway, Saturdays, am I right, boys?
Saturdays, man. We can get uncuffed and unprofessional on Saturdays. So I really think this is a big game. Next game on the list, Bills, Dolphins. That's a Bills sweep.
In theory, this should be a good game with Tua being back.
Tua did not look terrible last week.
He didn't. He didn't look good either, though.
And when I watched a little bit of the game. One part I see was when he took off the run, the whole stadium said, "Get down!"
I seen that.
Into his defense, what did he actually do? He slid on.
He did.
You know?
He did.
So
too.
I mean,
man, that was way too funny.
I think that's going to be every time he runs from here on out. Everyone's going to be like, "Get out!"
I think even in the away stadiums, you're going to hear that.
I think you're just going to hear it because fans are like, "I don't want you to get hurt again.
We don't want you to lose quality time with your family. Please slide." I'm begging you, Tua. I know you listen. Please slide.
Yeah, please slide. Wear a Guardian cap, maybe, please, if you're not going to do that.
Oh, boy.
Anyhow, I think the Bills matchup in this, I think it'll be interesting. Khalil Shakir, I don't really want to say this, but Terry was right.
He was.
Terry did tell us that he felt Khalil Shakir was still going to be the number one.
T-bone.
With Mari Cooper coming in, and he's still right. I don't know how much longer that will actually end up being the case.
Told him 1 or 2 weeks after Amari gets there, he'll still be right. After that, it'll be the Amari show. I told him that.
I mean, that'll be interesting. I don't know how it's going to happen there. But I mean, I still think the Bills are going to pull this one out. If this was a really super healthy Tua in midseason form Tua, I think this would be the Dolphins matchup.
So Tyreek,
yeah,
I decided to look at the Week 8 points. He only got 13-2. I'm not gonna lie. When I heard Tua was starting, I said Tyreek's gonna go off to prove a point. I was wrong. If he doesn't bounce back and have a literal 18, 20, 22-point performance against the Bills, I think it's too late. And if you have Tyreek, trade him. That's all I gotta say.
A-Chain went crazy last week.
Did he? I didn't see it.
Yeah, he went off the rocker last week, and I think that's just also scheming too.
Yeah,
I think it's been an interesting year from a fantasy perspective for the wide receivers in Miami.
It's all over.
It's been a lot of boom or bust games, and this was even before Tua got hurt. Tyreek, you still got it pulled up.
He only had one good game.
Yeah,
Week 1 was 26, and then he went single digit, 12-9, single digit 13.
Yeah, and granted, a lot of the single digits were obviously without Tua.
Dude, but all of them were because he got hurt week 2, didn't he?
But
2 or 3. Yeah,
it's one of those things where I don't know if moving forward Tyreek Hill is going to be that big guy. And I think you're going to see the Dolphins maybe work a little bit more run game with HN.
Yeah.
Because they're like, we've got a quarterback that we can't afford to take a hit. We can't afford this to happen again. And so it may be
one thing I watched that game last week. One thing they're changing, one thing Tua did. What is Tyreek? Explosive. Where's his points at? Down the field.
Mm-hmm.
Tua got he got that ball out so quick so he wouldn't take the potential hits.
Right.
So
they can't play scared either though. This is football, man. I understand you got to protect your guy. I fully understand that. Right. But you cannot play scared. What do you think the Falcons did when they lost to Tom Brady in the Super Bowl? They played scared.
Yeah.
That's why they lost.
Yeah.
This is the NFL.
Kyle Shanahan was their OC during that Super Bowl.
Oh my God! How do I keep doing this?
One thing I want to bring up about the Dolphins is Mostert's back to his old ways, pirating A-Chain's touchdowns.
I saw it, dude.
You're gonna blow the mic out, man.
Yeah, I saw it. I laughed so hard. I want you to understand.
Harper's
how hard I laughed.
concerned.
I think if A-Chan would have got that touchdown, he might have beat me.
I don't have him in that league.
Oh, you don't?
Oh.
Okay, good.
Oh, good. Let's move away from this matchup. Cowboys, Falcons. We went Falcons.
Yes.
You went with the boys.
Yeah.
Was this just to be different, or do you believe the boys are going to bounce back and
To be
figure
honest, it was a
something
60-40 for me.
out? Okay.
I see what the Falcons can do to my Bucks. Just absolutely annihilate us and laugh. The boys' defense, in theory, is worse than the Bucks' defense. So I can see how the Falcons are going to put up some points. Mm-hmm. But, you won't notice this fantasy-wise, but Dalvin Cook really brought that Cowboys offense different looks. You could tell it opened it up. There's a reason that CeeDee Lamb finally went nuclear, and it's because they couldn't just watch CD. For some reason, Dalvin Cook being in that lineup just changed the defense. So if they can get Dowdle back and put Zeke's fat ass back on the bench, maybe they can just more run a Dowdle, Dalvin backfield and maybe get defenses a little worried. And the Falcons defense is not great either. So I expect this to be a very offense-heavy game.
I think Kirk's going to have a day.
Kirk and Bijan are going to have a day. But I think Ferguson is going to roast the ever-living shit out of Atlanta. I don't know why, but I feel a big game coming for Ferguson, and I will ride that wave.
Well, hopefully you're right, but I hope you're wrong. So let's get on to the Commanders Giants. That's obviously a Commanders sweep.
All day.
Jaden Daniels. What can we say about Jaden Daniels? I know he had a little bit of down week, but the ribs injury, he
had 22 points.
Right.
You can't
but
call
I'm
that
saying,
down.
it's Jaden Daniels.
That's Jaden Daniels.
This team is a really scary looking good team.
Yes.
What do we think about the Commanders moving forward?
Wow.
They're a serious playoff team.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the bitch of it is they have no defense, dude. It's not there. I know that it's Caleb.
Yep.
He was heating up. I'll give him that. But then he ran into that dog shit defense and did nothing. I don't get it.
So the Commanders play the Giants this week. Then they play Steelers,
Now that is going to be a tough game.
Eagles,
They'll roast that Eagles secondary.
Cowboys,
They'll roast the Cowboys.
Titans.
Nah. Titans defense has looked really good. They are sneaky good.
Saints.
They have the worst defense in the league, we figured out a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
Eagles.
Yeah.
Falcons. Last week of the regular season, Cowboys. This lines up for a really good playoff push team.
Yes.
And
They might win the East.
It wouldn't
shock. Honestly.
What are they, 5-2 right now? That's got to be.
I
know that's better than the boys. I know it's better than.
The Giants.
Yeah, I know it's better than the Giants, and I think.
Yeah, they're 6-2, first in the NFC.
They're 6-2.
6-2.
Yeah, I forgot to add that week.
6-2.
So they're first.
First.
It would. Yeah.
Yeah.
That wouldn't shock me at all.
I mean, that's going to be an interesting kind of team to watch for the rest of the second half of the year. But before we get to the second half of the games this upcoming week, let's take a quick break for a commercial.
Commercial break.
See you.
Flag on the commercial. Commercial. Oh, it's for our Gridiron Goons t-shirts that we're selling. $20 a piece. We got the GGs on the front and the whole logo on the back. On the front, 2 GGs. We can customize them in any colors you want of your team's colorway. Anyway, back to the show.
Well, welcome back in from our commercial break. Make sure you check out the Craft Jar on Facebook to get your shirts, like we just said. Let's get in the second half of this upcoming matchups. The Bears versus the Cardinals.
Give me the Cardinals. Fuck Caleb Williams.
Sean, you are the lone wolf yet again picking the Bears.
Go paint your nails somewhere else, douchebag.
You lost last week, right? With the Bears.
Yes. Oh, I should have won if he wasn't talking to the crowd.
So great, dude.
I mean, it seems like a couple weeks, like you've picked the Bears and they've burned you. What say you with keep on picking the Bears?
They burned me last week. They burned me the week before. But you know what? I'm going to stick with them.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I know.
And I'll tell you, the only reason why he's doing it is because the Cardinals are in the NFC West. That's it.
The Commanders weren't in the NFC West.
No, the Cardinals.
Right, but I'm saying
I'm saying for this week,
the
only reason is
okay.
because the Cardinals.
Swift looked good again. Yet
He did. He really came. He really blossomed. He blossomed like a damn flower.
Breach.
Shocked.
Trey McBride's looking really well.
He is. He really blossomed like a flower.
I mean, I think Trey McBride's set up to have a really good game this week. So,
Yes.
yeah.
How did Marv do last week?
He went like 25.
Did he? That's crazy.
I just think you're a fool for taking the Bears.
Fooling.
But anyhow.
There's our copyright.
Not the M&M earlier? Man. Jacksonville Jaguars off their overtime loss to my Packers are playing the Philadelphia Eagles this week. It's an Eagles sweep on the board.
Absolutely.
Math, are you taking the Eagles or are you taking the Jags? Get real with me.
Eagles.
I get it.
Barkley's gonna eat.
Oh, damn.
Sheesh.
He said, oh, damn.
Got him.
Barkley's about to tear that ass up is what he said.
That's what he said.
Phil's Brown.
Who?
AJ.
I get that.
That's going to be a good game.
Starting him, dude.
You know, it's going to be a good game for the Eagles.
It is.
I think if you got an Eagle, you better start them. Rams, Seahawks.
Kyron.
Here we fucking.
Here we go.
Anyway, I hear you. But Puka and Kupp are back, and they looked phenomenal.
Yeah, I really wanted to pick the Hawks here, but Puka and Kupp are the reason why.
If I would have known they were both back last week, I would have picked the Rams. Dead ass.
Oh, okay.
And Kyron had another big game.
Oh, fuck.
Man.
If I hear Kyron one more fucking time.
Preach.
Stupid Kyron every single week, man. Jeez Louise.
The thing is he's just proud because he was right in the offseason.
Yes, I know. And you and I
We all called him crazy.
We called him crazy, and
he's just rubbing it in our face, and that's
every
fine.
single week, and I
Look,
get that.
I get it. I would do the same shit with
I
Jaden Daniels.
definitely would.
Anywho.
Let's get to maybe the best matchup.
Maybe?
The game, actually, it is the best matchup and should have been the game that was switched to Sunday Night Football.
Oh, absolutely. I know what game he's bringing up.
The Lions-Packers game. This is going to be a pivotal matchup.
Dude, it's going to be a hell of a game.
I
hope Love starts. Please get in touch with Deshaun's massage therapist.
Where's the game
Please.
I believe this is a Green Bay Lambeau game.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my word.
I wish this one would have been at Ford Field because I love the frozen tundra in December, bro.
Yeah, I wish this definitely was a December game myself, but you know what?
Flag on the NFL for fucking that schedule up.
Yep. Peruge.
Damn.
No, this game is going to be a really good game. If Jordan Love, honestly, I think if Jordan Love doesn't start, this game's still going to be a really good game. Malik Willis, I can't believe talking about a guy who wasn't even on the roster for 10 days before he had his first start.
Such a thug, dude.
And then he comes in last week at the end of the game, and I know that game, it should not have been as close as it was.
True.
But to have a guy fresh on your roster come in and pull off the dub like that, what's the matter, Sean?
What, man?
What,
you obviously
man?
got something
Yeah,
funny.
you got something
Bring it up.
funny.
No, you kept saying, here's a guy.
Oh, sorry.
That is true.
So here's a kid.
Collinsworth yourself, bro. You're ass.
So here's a kid. No, honestly, I think this game is going to be really good. It's going to be really pivotal in the NFC North.
Yes.
Meth Head Keth is definitely going to be watching this game because the Vikings and, this should have been a Sunday night game.
Yeah.
Now I'm happy it's a daytime game because I don't have to stay up late
I get that.
right before work the next day. But
I'm old.
if all of this justice, it should have been a Sunday night game.
Absolutely.
You two took the Lions. Is this just because Jordan Love potential not being there?
I'm gonna throw a hot take that you're gonna hate me for.
Oh.
If Love doesn't start, the Packers don't have a chance. The Lions' run defense is way too damn good. Their secondary is what sucks. Except for Brian Branch. That dude, he's nuts. Anyway, Love would have to pick them apart passing. So like a huge fantasy game for Love is the only way that the Packers can win this game. So if Malik Willis starts, my 60-40 goes literally to 90-10.
How dare
That
you?
much?
I have
Sorry,
no
buddy.
faith in my Packers.
I'm sorry, man.
Sean, what say you?
I'm telling you, I think that Detroit offense is just going to get down on them.
Yeah.
I think you're wrong.
we can't sit here and say it's not explosive.
It
The
is.
minimum you can argue is top 3 for the Lions.
Two-headed monster in the back. That's the
best.
best duel
Yes.
in the league.
Absolutely. In my opinion, the Gibbs Montgomery is better than Lamar Henry. I'll be dead ass. Sonic and Knuckles is by far the best running back duo in the league, hands down, no competition. 0. Argue.
Meth. What's your thoughts on this
Go
game?
ahead.
I think the Lions are gonna do it.
No.
Now, like I said, though, if Love starts, it's only a 60-40. I think the Lions are going to win slightly over the Pack.
I don't want them to, but
They're gonna.
they're on a hot streak right now.
It's not even a hot streak, dude. It's
Since your Bucks cooked them, they've
been mad ever since.
Thanks,
They were,
Evo.
heading a beehive.
Thanks,
You're
man.
welcome, buddy.
But one thing I will say is I look for both tight ends to have a big game.
I don't look for Laporta. I'll be honest. He's burnt me too many weeks for me to give a
I guess
fuck.
I shouldn't say. I would expect Kraft to have a good game if Love is playing.
I mean, I don't
Fully
disagree on that one. I mean, it's definitely going to be interesting the way that game's going to show up. But I mean, it's I don't know how that's going to be. It's going to be close.
It's gonna
It's
be
going to be
close.
real close.
Now, it's still gonna be close, even if Malik Willis will start. But that's where I am with it.
Now let's get on to the actual Sunday night game.
Let's change gears.
Let's change gears a little bit. The Indianapolis Colts
Starting Flacco.
starting Flacco.
That means if you have Josh down, start his ass because that's his favorite target for sure.
In Minnesota.
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 Great people out there in Minnesota.
We're really going to do this again?
Well, he's only got 2 more pods to talk about this before he talks about the great people of Tampa.
Maybe.
Hopefully they're really nice people.
Yeah, let's hope.
Let's hope.
I know they're going to love me.
Anyhow, the great people of Minnesota, what you got to say about them Vikings?
Jefferson.
Okay.
Against that Colts secondary?
He's about to go
fucking
yard.
Sign me up, bro!
You're going to blow the fucking mic out.
What do you say about the Colts?
Meth Head Cuff, what do you say about the Vikings?
Jefferson's gonna eat.
Dude, he's going to have some. What about Aaron Jones?
He's gonna run too.
What about Addison?
He's going to do nothing again.
Damn. What has been doing next to nothing?
What about Terry?
He likes boys, I think.
He likes the Lions. Why the Colts, man?
Flacco, I'll be honest.
Oh, okay.
Flacco revenge game, bro.
Okay.
I get it.
Yeah,
you know,
what?
I feel so bad for Flacco. He just wants to be old and sit on the bench behind somebody, and everywhere he goes, he ends up being the starter. He can't just sit behind. Like, he always ends up playing multiple games. I feel so bad.
Well, you know what, Flacco, it is Flacco time, but it's not his time this week. So, I got the Vikings, Sean's got the Vikings, you got the Colts. Let's go to the last Monday night game.
Ooh, now you're talking.
What?
Backtrack for a minute.
Okay. Hot mic.
Yes, it's going to be a hot take. I think Darnold's going to go for 300 plus.
You're ready to put a parlay on that bitch?
Yes.
Yeah, boy. We about to go yard, homie. Fuck you talking about? So you're telling me we're about to craft like a Justin Jefferson 2 touchdown, Justin Jefferson 125 plus, and a Sam Darnold 300 plus?
Yeah.
That's the Gridiron Goons bet of the week.
I don't endorse gambling.
That was right off the dome, bro. We're setting that bitch.
And I might even throw in anytime Kyron Tutty.
Just as a kicker?
Yes.
I agree.
Okay, man.
Get them odds up. Get them odds up.
Well, as of that, I'm going to get to the Monday night game before we go backwards any farther. Your Bucks taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, I would assume if you weren't a Bucks fan, you would take the Chiefs in this like any smart person would be doing.
No.
I would like to take the Bucks. I really actually do want to take the Bucks, but I can't take the Bucks. I can't. Monday Night Football, the refs, 7-0 Chiefs. Everything just lines up to not be able to take.
You know what? I completely understand. It doesn't hurt my feelings at all. I get it. But let me say this.
Yes.
The Bucks put up 30 plus points a game on average. And the Chiefs put up 18 to 21. So if you look at the math, the Bucks win. And KC has the best run defense in the league, I believe. I believe they're one. You should fact check me while I keep going.
What'd you say again?
I believe the Kansas City Chiefs are the best run defense in the league. Guess what? The Bucks are one of the worst run offenses in the league. So guess what? The thing they're the best at doesn't even hurt us.
I still want Vita Vea to pancake Mahomes.
Me too. So bad. So bad. Here's the thing. Our passing, even with the massive loss of Evans and Godwin, I don't think they'll be able to contain it.
It was made up by Ott.
Dude.
Who saw that coming?
Nobody in the world. I literally dropped him hours before the game.
2. Second.
See? I was close.
Second to the Ravens.
So here's the thing is the Buccaneers are one of the worst rushing offenses in the league. The thing you're best at, we don't even try in. So what the fuck does it matter? That means the thing you're not as good at is the thing we thrive in. Good luck. I see Jalen McMillan, Trey Palmer, Cade Otton, and Rachaad White in the pass game going Nutso.
What about Bucky?
I would start the Buccaneers defense on top of it.
You know what? You talk to me like a used car salesman.
Again?
Again.
Got his ass again.
You know what?
It burned you last time.
I know it.
I'll be honest.
Wait, are you switching?
No, Math, I see you making a lot of moves over there. Fuck you talking about?
Didn't they play the Ravens
The Bucks?
this year? Yeah. I mean the Chiefs.
Yes, first game.
Yeah.
Who won?
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Who was ranked the best run defense?
The Ravens.
What does that have to do with anything?
Just saying. The Chiefs ran over the Ravens, beat the Ravens.
Well, I get that, but
That
that's
was week
because it's in
one.
the script.
Oh, take it easy.
They had to win week 1. They didn't have a choice. They're
Preacher, are
going
you switching
undefeated.
your pick?
It burnt you like Harper. Should he switch?
I wouldn't.
Damn.
No, I'm going to...
You know what? I'll be completely honest. A smart man would pick the Chiefs. Fuck it. We ball. And give a damn. Catch me dropping them a Millen Tutty and a Palmer Tutty right on your fucking dome piece.
And a Bucky.
I think that Rachaad White's going to have a really good rest of the season right now.
You think he's about to boom it up?
I think he's going to be booming because he's going to get the targets because he's about the only receiver they've got other than Cade Otton, which I know Cade Otton went off last week.
29 points.
But I think I have a feeling that Rachaad White. Now, granted, I said before I don't think Rachaad White's going to have a great year, but this was before he's about the only thing left that's worth anything.
I'm listening to you.
So
here's my thing, though.
but I'm going to stick with the Chiefs.
I get it, and a smart man would.
Yeah.
It's hard to beat the refs.
Yeah,
it really is.
It is really hard.
I got fired up last episode about Antoine Winfield Jr.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it again.
Oh.
But if that fucking shit happens again, it's game over. Oh. It's game over.
Oh.
I'm gonna go berserk.
Berserko.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll be dead
okay,
ass.
man. Well,
Crafting the parlay, though, don't forget Justin Jefferson, 2 touchdowns. Justin Jefferson, 125 plus receiving yards, and Sam Darnold for 300 plus passing yards. Don't
I like that.
And a Kyron Tutty to up the odds.
anyway,
go ahead.
Is that all we got?
I think so, probably.
Hopefully, the Bucks win for Evo's sake, so that he's not upset again.
I need that.
And we're on bye, so no one can get hurt this week.
Hey!
How you gonna get hurt on your day off?
Hey! No injuries for the 49ers. But that being said, I'm Preacher.
Sean O'Mac.
And I am Brandon, and that's us, the Gridiron Goons, at the Gridiron Goons Studios. And always remember, it's hard to beat the Chiefs. It's even harder to beat the refs. This is your week.